Go.
Go. Bird.
Greetings, cardboard architects, and welcome to episode 17 of Command Tower, a video series about Magic the Gathering Commander. In this episode, Rob will wield his Mayael Beast Mode deck. I'll shuffle up my Rafiq Auramatic deck, and Rhyno will unleash his Jarad's Children deck. What's up, guys? In this video, Rob is rocking his Naya deck based around big fat fatties. This is a mechanic that works very well with Mayael, and he's going to be putting together some massively high power creatures, and you'll even get to see a 30-point life swing in this game. I'm playing my Rafiq deck. We're going to try to take a ton of auras, all that we can gather, and put them onto one creature and smash face. We're going to be going for multiple exalted triggers and possibly even several combat steps. And Ryan's playing his Jarad deck, which is based around the graveyard zone. Green-black does pretty well here, and he's going to be using Jarad's ability to sacrifice some massive creatures to do a ton of damage to his opponents. Let's get started. There's the starting gun, and we are off to the races. I'll tell you, we've got some high-octane magic in front of us because each of these decks are very aggressive. Haymaker, punch-in-the-teeth type decks. These are not control decks, these are not combo decks, and these are most definitely not pillow fort decks. These decks are going to be dealing double-digit punches to each other, back and forth. So we've got an exciting game of Magic in front of us. Ryan's going to play the first creature of the game with vinelasher kudzu. Maybe he'll get some early beats in. He's probably got some lands coming for us. Sunpetal Grove comes down, and Rob now has all three colors. The ability to cast probably most of the stuff in his deck. Kodama's Reach comes down, and he's going to reach into his fourth land and ensure that he has that fifth one for next turn. For me, I'm also hitting my third land drop. A command tower comes down. Our colors are looking nice. We've got an gnarlid now. This is a really good card that kind of exemplifies my deck. We put auras on this guy to make him bigger, and then he gets evasion from all those enchantments on the battlefield. Pretty nice for a common in our deck. Ryan adds a ratchet bomb to the board. He's going to start ticking that sucker up. Anger comes down for Rob. And that creature is so angry that it's not going to attack. But it will make my gnarlid go Ryan's way, and Ajani's Chosen comes out. The cat family's out, so whenever we play enchantments, we can start to pop out cat babies. Darksteel Ingot, resilient mana source for Ryan. Everybody's got the mana. And out comes Hydra Omnivore. This is a really exciting magic card for Rob that can do a ton of damage to multiple opponents at once. And I bring out Finest Hour. Speaking of exciting magic cards, this is going to turn a single attacker of mine into a massive threat, giving me an extra combat step. So the tiny cat is now getting a lot bigger, coming after Ryan for 2 smacks. The second one he'll soak up with the vinelasher kudzu, but suffer a little damage from Simba there. Bloodgift Demon comes down, a nice card advantage source for Ryan, and a big body that can evade past blockers. And here comes Behemoth Sledge, exactly what Rob needs. Some evasion to get that plain Jane 8/8 through the blockers. He's going to connect at me, and a 30-point life swing just happened. Ryan and I both take 10. Rob goes up 10. Absolutely insane stuff from Rob. And I keep up in the bets here with Rafiq. We've got multiple exalted triggers. We've got double strike. We've got double combat. So whenever we attack with one creature, we have a massive threat on our hands. If you've ever played against Rafiq, you know this is how it goes. You kill Rafiq immediately, or you need a way to deal with the attacker. Otherwise, man, you're just left with your pants down if you have to take all that damage. So I breathe a sigh of relief, and I'm sure Ryan does too, as he casts Grizzly Spectacle there, saving both our hides from the 10 damage each a turn. And he's going to mill Rob a bit with that. Speaking of mill, he brings out Deathrite Shaman to regulate any potential reanimation stuff in the future. And Rob brings down Reliquary Tower. We haven't seen a whole lot of card draw out of him yet. Personally, I think this is an overrated commander card, but he will expand his hand size. Divine Reckoning, some more sort of back and forth stuff here. People are starting to answer the big exciting permanents that I was getting excited about there. And Rhyno and I both, well, everybody has to destroy all their creatures, but they get to keep their favorite one. Unfortunately, Ryan's favorite one gets taken down by Rob, so Rob says, "You're in timeout, Ryan, and you get none of the stuff." So Rob's going to go up 4 life there and just take out that Deathrite Shaman. The cats are going to come in again. The cat family continues to grow. And the attacks just keep coming with this finest hour. Doesn't really make any sense. The cat has had its finest hour every turn. It's like there can only be one finest hour, right? But he just keeps seeming to repeating this phenomenal moment. Giant Ataphage comes out for Ryan. This is, I think, a really well-designed magic card because it has evasion, i.e. trample, built into it, which allows you to connect and use the second ability of the card, which is generating that insect token. Rob brings out Terastodon. And he's going to say, yeah, the guy who smashed me with the kitty cats for 1,000,000 damage the other turn, I'm going to go ahead and destroy 2 of his lands. So Rob wreaks some havoc across the land on my mana base, and he also goes for a land from Ryan, so he takes a turn to do a little LD. Meanwhile, I'm going to send his elephant right back at him, give it protection from green with my Sajiri step, and slip by his giant elephant. Out comes Core Spirit Dancers, one of my favorite cards in this deck. It really exemplifies the deck, even more so than Aura Gnarlid. We want to put a bunch of auras on one guy, and we want to get those cantrips when we do so. So there you have it. Core Spirit Dancer is a perfect paragon of what this deck does. Dauntless Escort gives us a way to kind of hedge against the inherent card disadvantage of auras by protecting the enchanted creature from destroy abilities like Terror. So Ryan's gonna come after me with the giant spider. He will connect. I decided to keep all my creatures alive, and it's gonna cost me because he's gonna get a giant insect token now. And the insect is gonna be immediately dragged to the altar, sacrificed to the Golgari gods, and drain 10 life each using Jarad's ability for that 3 mana. Quite a swingy play there from Ryan, putting that insect to good use. So once again, we have an example of a vanilla, nothing special, no combat abilities, but a really big creature from Rob. He's got Terastodon, Plain Jane 9/9. He's going to give it all those abilities and pimp it out with the Behemoth Sledge, allowing it to get through and gain him some life. Decides who to go after. He's going to smash after me again, not forgetting the cat damage from earlier. Or maybe my life was... Well, no, my life wasn't high. Whatever, Rob attacked me, and he's going to push through some damage, and jeez, oh Pete, he gained 11 life. We had him in the red zone a bit there, but he's just jumping back into the safe zone now. Anyway, Shimmering Wings is coming out, so we're going to pop it down. I got this little trick in my deck. You can play the Shimmering Wings, bounce it back, and play this ability, and draw multiple cards when you have an Enchantress like Core Spirit Dancers out. So Replenish is going to happen. This card can usually be a massive bomb, but not too many of my enchantments have hit the bin so far, but we do get back Finest Hour, one of the better enchantments in the deck. So still a pretty strong Replenish. And once again, we've got the one attacker thing going on. Shimmering Wings is actually shining here because it's giving the Core Spirit Dancers, who is starting to get pretty sizable, some evasion to get through some actual damage. So the Deathrite Shaman is going to exile a land for Rob, and Ryan summons a Plague Wind and just destroys all of the creatures that are not his, clears the way for the battlefield, and just smashes in on the empty, barren terrain. Takes a chunk out of Rob and I both. Rob's going to snap back with an Acroma, immediately send his hasty Vigilance Angel right at Ryan's face, and say, hey, I still got a blocker for your big stuff. These board wipes have really depleted me of my resources, and I'm kind of out of gas at this point, so the best I can do, outside of a couple spells here, is get in there with my Inkmoth Nexus and deal a couple poison damage. I'm going to do a little ramp up and do a little Totem Armor stuff with my Aura Protector there, but more importantly, Ryan's going to put sort of Feast and Famine on his Jarad, take me to 2, and then he's going to use Deathrite Shaman to say lights out by exiling that instant card from my graveyard. So Ryan's going to follow up with a Phyrexian Devourer. This is a combo card with Jarad because you can infinitely, not infinitely, but you can use the 0 mana ability to continually pump him up with the creatures from your deck, respond to that trigger, and get say a 100-100 and then sacrifice it to Jarad to kill all your opponents. Ryan is just 2 mana short of doing that in this game, so he would have won the game that very turn. But instead what's going to happen, Rob's going to bring down a big dragon, and with his dragon and with his angel, he's going to finish Ryan off. And Rob's going to take down this game. So thanks for joining me for this game of Commander. If you want some more content that can give you added insight into your Commander play beyond these videos, you should go over to facebook.com/dodobirdcommander and check out the Something for Everyone series. This is a monthly article by my man Josh Jurgensen. He gives some great strategy and tactics on Magic and covers some old classic cards. So if you're into classic cards, or if you want to learn more about older cards and how to incorporate them into your deck, this is the article series for you. If you want to check it out, Something for Everyone over on the Facebook page. Thanks for watching.